evening and welcome back to CSTX News, bringing you up-to-date information about College Station, Texas. I'm Addison Jennings, and tonight I'm joined by
Armand Gilani. Later today, we have a special story featuring a local woman who can be described as no less than a local superhero. We'll get to that in just a moment, but let's cut over to the weather with Brent Butler. Brent?
Thank you, Armand. In the next few days, you can expect temperatures in the high 60s and low 70s, reaching a high of 76 on Friday. The great news is that last week's rain seems to have cleared up, leaving clear skies the rest of the week. This is a great time to get out and experience those moderate fall temperatures. Thanks, and back to you, Armand.
Thank you, Brent. That sounds like the perfect week for some holiday festivities.
When we come back from the break, we have a story about a local woman with a heart of gold.
Welcome back to CSTX News.
And now, our top story for the night, a local woman making an impact in and out of the classroom. Here's Jaden DeBerna with the story.
Thank you, Addison. I'm joined by the lovely Miss Brooks for our Hometown Hero segment.
Hey!
All right, so what inspired you to become a teacher?
Well, definitely my love for kids inspired me to be a teacher, but also just to have the flexibility to be able to spend time with family. So in previous jobs, I would work 40 plus hours a week. I wouldn't necessarily be able to, take off when I needed to for birthdays or special celebrations like that. So definitely I love the flexibility in this job and being a teacher, and again, just my love for kids.
In what ways do you try to make a positive difference on your students' lives outside of academics?
Well, I would definitely say making myself visible and more available, which was actually one of my teacher goals last year. And so, of course, building relationships is number one. And I definitely have good relationships with my students inside the classroom. But I was like, but they always ask me, Miss Brooks, are you coming to the game? Or Miss Brooks, are you going to come to the play? And I'm like, no, but definitely making myself more accessible and visible to my students and supporting them outside of the classroom.
Yeah, that's awesome. So in what ways has being a foster mom influenced your teaching and vice versa?
Well, I think both aspects have allowed me to be able to learn how to work with kids of diverse backgrounds. So of course in foster care, you never know what kind of situations those children are coming out of and what kind of situations they're returning to. And so each child has some different need from us as foster parents, and so we're able to cater to that. But it's the same thing in the classroom. You never know what kind of backgrounds your students are coming from, what kind of environment they have at home, what they're exposed to or what they're not exposed to. And so you have to be able to adapt and just kind of, change your ways for each student.
Yeah. All right, so we heard that this past weekend you had a clothing drive. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what the ministry entails?
So again, our ministry is an outreach ministry, and we cater obviously to the community. Just like in the Bible, Jesus went outside of the four walls of the church, so that's what we try to do. And so our clothing drive, we hold it every quarter. And what we do is we collect new or gently used items from members of the community. And then we have a specific day every quarter where we basically just set up shop and allow those who are in need to come and get whatever they need. We have clothes, we have shoes, we've had toys, we've had books, we've had household items. We don't just only have those items for free, but we also offer some form of a meal and drinks as well as fellowship.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jaden. She truly is an inspiration to us all.
That's all we have for you tonight. Please join us tomorrow at 7 a.m. for Good Morning College Station. I'm Addison Jennings.
And I'm Armand Gilani.
And you're watching
CSTX News.